there are times where girls are like leaning on my hair
Oh,
if I have my hair
and you
out,
have such beautiful hair.
and they're not aware that they're doing it, so it's pulling on my head. Whereas like when I'm, let's just say on top,
Yeah.
I'm like aware of where my hand placement. I'm not putting my body weight on top of you because I'm not trying to crush you.
Yeah.
So I'm holding myself up so that I don't do that. It's like those things. Or, their knee is like pressing into my thigh. I'm like,
I
can,
can't.
okay, just, can you move that, please?
Yeah.
Or like, my hair. Ouch, ouch, my hair.
I know. Oh my God, babe. My heart. Welcome to Friends with Benefits, the podcast where we choose curiosity over judgment. I'm the always wonderful Quay.
And I'm the wickedly talented Ty, and we are more than best friends exploring life, love, and self-discovery, asking the questions most people are afraid to. So whether you're here to feel seen, inspired, or just rethink what relationships can look like, we are your Friends with Benefits.
Today, we're talking about having the lights on or off, communicating before, during, and after sex, plus the real tea on consent, reciprocity, and the pressure to perform in the bedroom.
Good job saying reciprocity.
I know, my speech impediment let me do that. Work.
You did that.
I did that.
You conquered in that
Yes.
word. You conquered your speech impediment.
Thank you.
Do you know where my intro was from?
I think I do.
Like, have you heard that before?
Oh, no, I can't. What is that from, actually?
Well, a number of years ago at an award show, John Travolta was introducing
Yes.
Idina Menzel,
Yes.
who is the original Elphaba on
Yeah.
Broadway. And he introduced her as the wickedly talented Adele Dazeem. And he said her name wrong.
I
So,
love him, though.
yeah.
He could grease lightning me any day.
Yeah, he could grease you up.
Yeah, I think the world of him.
Danny Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
Speaking of movies, and the reason I made that reference, Wicked for Good is coming out.
Woot!
And as you know I saw Wicked 12 times. Basically spent the past year watching it.
Yeah.
And I only watched it in theaters.
I know.
I haven't watched it at home for free.
Expensive. Yeah.
I was like, I have to see this in theaters. And it never stopped. Then the promo tour for the next one. I remember they released one final screening back in June, because they wanted to release the second, like this for the new movie, the trailer, like right after. So I went to go see it, and then the trailer happened right after, and I was bawling my eyes out. It was, I'm so excited for it.
I know you're so excited. I'm also so excited. It's going to be good.
For good.
For good. I can't wait.
I know what I'm doing for the next year.
I know.
Nothing else.
Can we hang out?
You can come
Okay.
once in a while.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Cynthia Erivo's #1 fan.
Yeah.
And Elphaba's #1 fan.
We can't forget Ari. Ari's
fantastic.
Yeah. They're both such a dynamic duo. Just like somebody.
Like you and I.
You and I.
What is this feeling?
This feeling inside?
It's a reference from Wicked.
Oh, shit.
I know you only saw it once.
I really effed it up. Well, because you were busy going, and I couldn't.
I know.
That's an excuse. I think I was busy at the time, though, actually. Remember, I was flying for work and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were flying like Elphaba.
I wish.
You queens.
Yeah. I like that reference. We are both queens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Green queen. Something queen.
Jamaican queen?
Jamaican queen.
Yeah,
Jamaican
there we go.
Canadian queen.
Yeah.
First generation Canadian.
Yes, first generation Canadian.
So you see, what's this?
This is a light. It's on.
It's on.
I know.
You know what?
You want to talk about lights on, lights off, don't you?
I do.
Don't ya?
Yes, Pussycat Doll.
We have preferences. Everyone has a preference I believe, right? Like everybody has either their feeling of they want the lights on or they want it off. Like I feel like they're
When?
not just like you kind of want the lights to be dimmed. Like no, you want them on or you want them off.
Like in general? Like in your home?
During
During what?
sex. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Okay. Lights on or off for you?
Off. But I do transition. I do. I am fine with it being on after like the sixth time. Yeah. If we make it there, then you can have the lights on.
So my question is, why do you prefer the lights off?
It's just like a comfort thing.
You feel more comfortable with them off?
Yeah. To start, I do. And then I feel like when they're on, you're gonna be like, wow. And I'm gonna be like, wow. And it's gonna be like Christmas. Like it's gonna be a surprise. Sometimes you can't see where you're going. You might get a kick in the face, you might like bump into something.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like obviously that's not necessarily great, but I don't know. I just feel like there's like this like mystery, but there's also like cool feeling to it. It's a little naughty, like you can do something in the dark that you necessarily can't do in that don't feel like you can necessarily do in the light.
Okay.
I don't know. I like the lights off to start. It's more comforting for me.
And forgive me for probing.
Probe.
I want to know like why it makes you feel more comfortable.
I feel like I can be more brave because the spotlight's not like I'm not so front and center. Like yes, you can feel, but you can't see exactly like everything that's going on with me, and that gives me like a sense of like protection and security and safety,
Okay.
you know? I also feel like it adds a little bit of like not je ne sais quoi. That's not the right word, but it adds like a little bit of like mystery. I'm like, where are you? Are you behind me? Are you in front of me? Are you in the room? I don't know. Like I think it's like kind of exciting at the same
Are
time. So
you
those are
in the room?
it's like the two things. One is like the safety and the security, and the other one is like, oh, this is kind of fun. This is kind of spicy.
Would you say it's more of a positive choice than a negative choice?
I think it's definitely more of a positive choice. I mean, I guess a little bit of negative in a sense because I don't want to like fully be seen right away, right?
I was wondering if it was that when you said comfortable, if it was a being seen thing, like
Mm,
comfortable being seen naked
yeah. I that definitely comes into play. Um, but I would say overarchingly positive.
because of the mystery and
Yeah.
not knowing if they're even there with you or not.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wonder what your preference is.
Well, mine is lights on. Men are visual creatures, and me personally, I like to see the person that I'm with because that adds to the arousal, the attraction, um, seeing what's going on and not just feeling like it's an experience I'm open to exploring and that I have explored. It hasn't been my favorite, um, or I like being able to look in somebody's eyes,
Ooh.
right?
You have nice eyes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's just adds a little bit more intimacy. So I think I'm looking for more intimacy as opposed to mystery, and that's
Oh.
why I like the lights on, and it adds to it enhances it for me. And when
Yeah.
I don't see anything, it kind of takes away a little bit.
Yeah. It could be a different person in the room than you
Then you
entered with.
started with,
Yeah.
yeah. Someone could switch out.
They can switch, especially if they're like maybe if they're a twin.
Yeah, hopefully they don't switch out and they just both stay,
Oof.
right?
Love it.
Or list it.
Oh god.
Well, that's settled. Lights on and off, folks.
I wonder what our friends if they like lights on or off. They should tell us.
I always get confused when you say our friends because I'm still getting used to you saying our friends as in our
Our
viewers and
viewers are
listeners
our friends.
because of the title, right?
Yes, and at the end we say, "Now we're your friends with benefits."
Yes.
Mhm.
We are your friends. Watching our podcast, listening to our podcast. Those are the benefits.
Exactly.
Being entertained, learning something, crying, laughing. Good benefits.
Good benefits. And you can watch or listen to this podcast with the lights on or off. Do whatever you prefer, whatever your choice is. It's yours to make.
I like that.
Thank you.
No judgment here.
No judgment here. I want to talk about silence not equaling consent.
Ooh, we're taking a turn here.
We're taking a turn here, you know. Consent does not kill the vibe, it creates it. People, we need consent. Consent is sexy.
So we're not talking about lights anymore.
We're not talking about
Talking
lights
about
anymore. We're
consent.
talking about consent.
Okay.
Not consent for the lights being on and off, consent for the sex.
Extremely important.
I believe it should be mandatory.
It is mandatory. Well, we believe it to be mandatory.
We believe it to be mandatory.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it 100% should. And again, can't talk about how sexy that is. Whenever someone asks me first,
Asses you?
you know, I can't say that word. Asks me.
Asks. That's the word.
No, don't mess me up.
Asks.
Whenever someone asks,
I get what you're saying.
whenever that question is posed to me first,
Nice reframe.
I find it very attractive. Like that gives that person like an extra notch on the attraction belt because I know that they value it, they think it's important, and that they want it. And we're not doing anything until we both agree to do so.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I agree with you, kid.
And I feel like, you know, talking about sex is not ruining the mood, it's building it. Like you need to talk about it. How are you having this act where you are entering each other, but you're not having a conversation about that prior? I don't know. That's like ludicrous to me.
Yeah, communication's so important.
So important.
You need to know what each other's boundaries are, preferences, and you need to have that conversation about consent. Just asking, do I have your consent? Shouldn't be implied. Should be an enthusiastic yes. And once you've had those conversations, then you're free to fully enjoy yourself.
100%. You know, I never thought that silence was sexy. Like, I've always been like, give me the eye contact, the dirty talk. Let's communicate. Like, it's definitely making everything hotter and only enhancing the experience for me. I've always been that way.
Love that for you.
Thank you.
I actually find silence to be the most sexy thing in the world. No talking at all.
During coitus?
During coitus.
Oh, okay. You don't like dirty talk?
Yeah, I like dirty talk.
That's not silence.
No, I think well, the silence in the context that you're talking about is in relation to consent. Like, I just mean like I'm not super vocal.
Mm.
I'm a little bit more silent. I think I'm a little bit more comfortable that way. But I've been dipping my toe in. Screaming. No.
I love that for you.
No, I do like dirty talk though.
Okay.
And some have said, or some have suggested that I should do like some audiobook stuff for some
Ooh, you have
erotic novels.
You have a sexy voice.
I could just keep talking in these scenarios, and they're like, "Oh my God, turn the page. Let's find out what happens next."
Yeah, you have a hot voice.
Jesus.
You could tell what?
Are
Bro?
you well?
I'm unwell, but I'm just telling you it's the truth.
Thank you.
Okay?
Jesus.
That's the last compliment you're getting.
You have nice hair.
Thank you.
I gave you one instead.
Oh.
Are you looking at me?
I don't know. I was. I'm sorry.
Don't stare at me ever.
I'm sorry. You're sitting right in front of me, bro.
I know.
Jeez Louise.
Okay. So we've talked about consent. Silence doesn't equal consent. Now let's talk about the enjoyment of it. Are all parties enjoying themselves? Is there reciprocity? Is there give and take? Are everybody's needs being met? Desires being fulfilled? Reciprocity.
That is the question. I truly believe that a mutual, like sex is a mutual exchange. It should be, right?
Hmm.
Um, there should be some care. There should be care, not some. Attention, pleasure, all that stuff can and should be mutual. That is my belief.
Yeah, I agree. Like just equally invested in making sure that the experience is a positive one. Like nobody wants to feel like it's uneven or unfair unless that's intentional. Like unless you're going into it like this dynamic or this fetish or this kink is playing with those different dynamics, then knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But just at base level, like you want to be, if both people give like 100% to the experience, like you're gonna be so fulfilled, so happy, and not feel like I'm doing all this work and when is it my turn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I would say in my experiences, I've definitely noticed where I'm like, I feel like I'm giving 120, you're giving maybe 5.5% here. What's going on, bro? There is
That's
no
uneven
It's
a little
uneven.
bit.
Yeah, just a smidge. And that person clearly doesn't value a mutual exchange, right?
Of course.
But it's like, how do you get there? We have to have a conversation, so that we both know each other's like needs and desires. So that's also just like going back to that piece. If that's not happening, how are you going to be like, maybe you could still be in tune, but I think that it's a lot harder without that conversation, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Doing it this way turns sex into a shared experience as
Ooh.
opposed to like a transaction or, a performance. And that's what you want it to be because it's an intimate shared exchange.
Yeah. The only transaction I want is the one going into my bank account, you know?
Like after the sex.
Absolutely not Pretty Woman. No, not after the sex. I mean, like a transaction when you're getting paid
I understand.
for for like work or something. You call me a hooker?
I would never.
Yeah. Okay.
On camera.
We're on camera.
There is you got to be aware of the emotional and like the physical balance in sex and in terms of the reciprocity. Like nobody wants to feel like a prop
Mm-mm.
and and again, whether it's a prop or just feeling like you're doing all the work.
Yeah.
I've felt that a number of times,
Oh no.
and it stems from like my giving nature, not really wanting to, or finding difficulty receiving, whether it's help or in this case, pleasure. I find myself just giving, giving, giving. And then there's times where I'm like going and I'm like sweating and panting and like I have my arms like on the bed and I'm like holding myself up because I'm going for so long that
Yeah.
I'm like, this is such a workout. But like, when is the person going to have the thought to be like, oh, let's switch
Switch it
it up.
up.
Let me help. Let me help. Let me do something for you.
Yeah.
Let me try something. Let me kind of take care of some needs. Not that my needs aren't being met through that act, because like it is pleasurable for me, but it's just like sharing the work.
Yeah, sharing the work. That's important. Have you had like when that has happened, this might be circumstantial, but like have you had conversations afterwards to be like, "Listen, I already worked out this morning. I didn't think this was going to be like a hit workout hanging out with you. Can we change this up?" And if you have, like, have they been receptive?
I don't I haven't had many of those conversations.
Okay.
Yeah. Um actually, sorry, it's like when being asked questions about something that you haven't been around or doing for a little while,
Takes a moment to come back
it
to
takes a
you.
moment
It's all
because,
coming back to you like Celine Dion.
yeah, Celine. So my answer was going to be like, no, I haven't talked about it. But I have I have because I do like communication around sex, and because I'm asking them beforehand, like, all the questions. I'm like, what are the boundaries, the testing, the safety, the results. What do you like? Like, how do you like this? How do you like that? What don't you like? What do you want me to not do? Sometimes they'll send those questions back and I'll explain, or after the first time we do that, um, I'm asking them because I like to have a post conversation, post sex conversation. Some of them look at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, like what did you like? What didn't you like?" They're like, "Oh, this is new."
Wow.
But yeah, I remember sometimes mentioning that, I want you to take control a little bit sometimes. Like, I feel like I'm in control all the time and doing all the work, and it'd be really nice to have a little bit of that. And sometimes they don't fully understand, and that's okay. We keep trying, or we don't keep trying.
Yeah.
But thank you for asking.
Thank you for sharing. I love that you've had conversations afterwards, right? Like you're doing that after coitus check-in to just make sure that it was enjoyable or that you guys can work to have a better experience the next time. That's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, you're a cool kid. I feel like people are social, like, or I would say me, a lot of my
Just you?
friends. No, I'm just saying from my
Okay.
experience. 'Cause I don't want to say for everybody in this world. I don't know, but I would say that what
I'm just listening.
Jesus, um, yeah, just being socialized to prioritize like everyone else's needs. So in a intimacy setting, you're not prioritizing your needs. You're prioritizing the other person's needs. That's been my experience.
Like, you personally, or are you speaking from like a woman's
I
perspective?
would say my experience and a lot of my girlfriends, the majority of my girlfriends.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I feel the opposite.
Yeah?
Yeah, and again, that could just be my perspective, and based on how I am as a person, but the focus is like always on the other person's pleasure for me. However, I have heard stories of from other women with their experiences with men who have shared that, kind of what you're talking about, where they're not the men aren't as focused on the woman's pleasure in heterosexual relationships. And so we're just talking about what we know
Yeah.
and what we've lived. And yeah, I haven't experienced that as much as what you're saying, but more so, you know, men,
Yeah.
uh, men, or my experience being about my partner's pleasure over mine.
So interesting. I want to get back to the point where you're talking about like the after sex check, like the after sex check in.
Okay.
So, like, with that, just check ins in general, right? So, like, how often can they happen? When should they happen? Before? Those are cool, right?
It's a good starting point.
It's
Yeah.
a good starting point. And, like, what's a before checking? It's like setting those expectations, feeling safe to go ahead and do the deed. That's so important. Again, for me, that's something that I find really attractive. It really turns me on to know that so much care is being placed before the act is even, you know, uh, committed. I felt like that sounds scary. Before it even occurs. So I'm like, what is this gonna be like? This is what's happening before. Oh my goodness. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Gets
then
me excited.
very excited. And just like being aware while you're having sex, like you have your chat beforehand, and then being aware during, by just observing the nonverbal cues of your partner,
Oh yeah.
like seeing when you're doing something, if they're feeling good. Like, have a combination of nonverbal cues and then actual check-ins and asking them, and then they can let you know. But it's important because it's a learning experience, and if this is somebody that you're gonna be seeing and having sex with more than once and on an ongoing basis, whether it's casual or romantic, like it's a learning experience. You're learning each other, you're learning each other's bodies, you're learning how to create that flow together. Like you don't always want it to be like a full conversation every time you're having sex. Like you want to, you have sex, you have those check-ins, you take that information and then you carry it with you to the next time.
Yeah.
And then you're applying what you've learned. And then you don't have to talk as much if you don't want to because you're doing the things that you already know.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's always going to be new things that come up. And then you have those check ins, you talk about it, or like, oh, I like that, or oh, that hurt,
Yeah.
or I don't like that so much. It's just being open minded to that constant communication and how it can uh, rise and fall with like
Yeah.
more or less. And then just not taking things personally.
Totally.
Like me telling you that, hey, I actually like things done this way, or I like the way you kiss me this way, or what have you, is not like a personal attack. It's just we have different preferences.
Yeah.
So, hey, you're using so much tongue. Like, back up a little bit. Like, I'm not saying it like that,
Yeah.
but some people are kissing that way, and it's just not my preference. So, being able to communicate that, and then the person being like, "Oh, of course, yeah, like we can change that up a little bit," and vice versa. Like, I'm open to receiving um, requests and asks from people about what they need or what they want to adjust.
Yeah, I love that. I love when you said, like the conversation, like something that felt good at first, like maybe you're like, oh, I actually don't like that anymore. Like having that constant conversation, right? It's not going to be as long as the first one, maybe because that's when, like, you're finding things out and
Yeah,
then you can apply them. But things change, and like having that safe space where you feel comfortable to say, hey, I know 2 months ago I said I like this thing. Not anymore.
and that's okay.
I feel different. I always say whenever I'm writing like my future plans, I always want to use a pencil that has an eraser because you can always go back and edit and change. You don't have to stay the same, but I think it's important to um, be with someone intimately that you feel you can change your mind with, you know?
Of course.
That being said, I don't like, for me, hopefully it wouldn't be so drastic. Like, I hate butterflies, and now all of a sudden you love butterflies and you want to have a butterfly, you know,
Sanctuary.
sanctuary in your home. That's not going to fly with me, pun intended.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can change. And if you change and the other person no longer wants to do that thing, that's a good thing for you because it should always be safe for you, and it should always be consensual, you know?
Always.
So I wouldn't feel too bad if with you sharing that information, this act isn't going to continue any longer, because if someone's not comfortable with that change, it just is what it is, but don't take that personally either. It's just not a match anymore, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Like saying yes to something one time doesn't automatically mean
Every
it's
time.
a yes always,
Mhm.
unless you've communicated around that and that's super clear. So that's why the check-ins are important, because people are allowed to change their minds, feelings change, and you don't want to be in a situation where you haven't checked in, and then it's either on the lighter side awkward, or it pushes into a further uncomfortable area.
Yeah.
So
Listen, there was a time where whenever I went to McDonald's, I would order McChicken for like 6 months.
yep.
And then it just changed. And I was like, hot girl summer, I wanted a junior cheeseburger.
Is that a thing there?
Yeah, they have junior cheeseburgers.
Okay.
You don't eat McDonald's, you wouldn't know. Um, Shame on you. Um, but no, I just changed it up. Um, I know there's a new McFlurry. I don't like it. I tried it once. Not gonna try it again. Sticking with my Oreos. But I tried it, you know?
Rather you try and fail than fail to try.
Right?
Mantras.
Mantras. But no, just seriously, like um those check-ins are so important.
And the more that you do it, the more you're going to impact somebody else. And because it's not like incredibly normal to do,
Or
like it's not
common.
or common. I
Yeah.
was thinking of like normalize.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. It's
No
not
worries.
super common. Just start introducing it like here and there, and like when you're done, it's totally reasonable to be like, did that feel good for you?
Yeah.
How was that? And letting them know, like, be completely honest. You can
Mm-hmm.
say absolutely anything. This should be fun. This should be enjoyable. You should be feeling the best that you can, and I should be feeling the best that I can. Otherwise, why are we here doing this? For it to just be mediocre?
Yeah.
No. And it's pretty, I would say it's pretty rare to just meet somebody and the first time be completely magical for both parties, every need and desire fulfilled. If that happens, amazing.
Oof.
If it doesn't, the way to get there is through the communication, through the questions,
100%.
through the check-ins. So do that more.
Do that more, people. I feel like I'd be so curious to know if like one of your past partners influenced one of my past partners to have a conversation.
Like
Do you know what
like through some like
like?
connected dots, like they
Yeah.
actually two of our partners
Or what if
ended up
like
meeting.
I don't know. I'm just saying
That would be interesting.
because we're saying it's not super common because it isn't. So wouldn't it just be cool if there was like what do you call that? Not the butterfly effect or domino effect? I don't know.
Butterfly effect?
Oh, butterflies. Yeah,
Sorry.
butterfly effect. It might
Trauma.
be that. Might be that.
Might be that.
Yeah.
Okay. So through these check-ins, through this communication, priority number one, safe sex. Contraception, testing,
Hmm.
testing,
Testing.
testing. Results.
Yep.
That's another thing that needs to be normalized. It's not about being dirty or gross, or don't take it personally.
Don't take it personal.
And also be aware of how you're presenting that conversation,
100%. It's how you
because
say it.
how you say it matters. Intention over impact.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have the greatest of intentions, but if you're making the person feel like dirty or gross, or like you're accusing them of something, then that's not okay. So it's an important thing to do before entering into somebody
Yes.
or into a sexual relationship with somebody, and just getting on board. It's another thing that adds to the comfort and the safety, allowing you to feel free to explore and express and have fun.
100%. Safe sex is great sex. I will sing it to the cows come home. I find when somebody is being safe, prior, I'm gonna ask the question, but if you ask it to me first, I'm like, okay, daddy. Like, I don't know. It just ups that like hot factor for me.
Yeah.
Like you care about being safe. You care about like yourself being safe, about me being safe, in turn us being safe. You have that value.
Yeah.
I think that speaks very loudly to someone's character.
Yeah. And they respect you.
Yeah, and they have respect for themselves.
Exactly. Took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, health is wealth. Health in so many in all the different realms, right? And like sex health. It's so important. It's a positive thing. It's a good thing.
Especially if you're meeting somebody and it's casual, for example, because there's so many preconceived notions of what that is. that if somebody is able to do that within that relationship dynamic and is coming to you with respect and care, with awareness, it's just like you're doing something right. Like
Yeah.
you were raised right, you're smart. Like thank you.
Yeah.
Like we're not romantic partners, but you're treating me like a human being. And that needs to happen all the time.
Yeah, regardless of whatever situation it is. Sorry,
Yeah.
not situationship. Yeah.
No. Really, really great. So, before we go, it is time for Curiosity Continued. That's the part of the show where we continue our curiosity, pose a question, respond to it, hopefully thoughtfully, always
Always
thoughtfully.
thoughtfully.
Yes. So, Quayle, when do you feel most cared for during sex?
It starts before the sex with that, conversation about safe sex and ensuring that we're both safe, and we have to get tested to do that. If you just got tested again, it can be circumstantial, but knowing that value is there, that is care for me. And that's what makes me feel comfortable with making that decision to go ahead and have sex with that person. Um, Definitely with consent. Um, I also like a pillow behind my head, you know?
Getting into the good stuff.
Yeah, I think that's nice. Sometimes it's a silk press, sometimes it's a wig. I need a pillow regardless.
Yeah.
Okay?
What else?
Uh,
Like when you're in the midst, what are some things that a sexual partner has done, or if they haven't, unfortunately, that you've thought of that they can do for you to feel like, damn, you just cared for me. You just made me feel like even better because you did this thing.
that is like all that I can think of right now. Why am
Just
I
a pillow
shooting
behind your head?
blanks?
Why are you?
Yeah, I don't know. The pillow behind my head is really nice. I like an ambiance. I like when cuz I love music.
Okay.
So, if
No
they
lights, but music.
no lights but music, unless it's the sixth time, and then we can have the lights on. But if you have like a nice playlist, I think that's thoughtful.
Okay.
I like country, but not during.
No,
No, no.
not really the vibe.
It's not really the vibe for me, but I feel like if you've made some effort to set the tone with the music, or like even like some rose petals, or like my favorite like snack by the bedside,
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I feel cared for when that happens.
Have you had someone bring a little snack?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
That's nice.
It is nice.
So nice.
I'm like, but also like it matters what the snack is.
Of course.
You
Couldn't be
know,
coffee crisp.
it couldn't be coffee, Chris. Oh my goodness. If I come into a room and I see that on the frickin' table, even if it's for you,
I'll have it.
I'm not, if it's for the guy, I'm not going. It's gonna be a hard time for me too. It's not gonna be a hard time for you. It's not gonna be a good time for me. I'm not going to. I don't know if I could do it.
I understand.
I know it's a big statement, but I'm making it. Like, I don't know if I could do it.
No, it's incredibly challenging, and I hope you never have to go through that.
The coffee Chris is watching you. It has expectations that you're gonna eat it.
It's being silent.
It's being
It's
silent.
that's not okay.
Has it been tested? I don't know. Like, I didn't ask for a
For
third.
flavor, for good flavor.
I don't know. I can't do it. That would make me feel uncomfortable.
Mm.
How about
Appreciate you
you?
sharing that.
Thank you.
How about me?
Yeah.
Same question.
Same question, kid.
How do I feel cared for
During
during
sex.
sex?
Yeah.
I really love feeling respected.
Oh, yeah. I should have said that. I want respect too.
Of course you do. We all want respect. I really love feeling respected. I really love an aware partner. I know I say awareness a lot, but I really appreciate and value that because that's what I'm bringing to the experience as well, and why the experience is being so fulfilling for them, because I'm thinking about all the things that are going to be caring to them. And I just want that reciprocity.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one example. It kind of ties in some of the concepts we're talking about today. So I was having sex with this woman, and we were in the midst of pure bliss,
I
pure
bet.
pleasure. And she was at she wanted to like go down on me. And I don't know why I did it. Maybe because I felt like there was a little bit lacking in terms of the respect
Oh.
or the awareness, or just wasn't like on the same page. So I was like, no. But I did it in like a playful way. Like I was like, no, I'm gonna let you know when you can do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you permission. And I was like, no, no. And cause she kept trying to go down. And it was kind of
No.
like a bit of a playful
Oh,
back and forth. But I stood on business, and I was like, no, I will let you know when you can go do that. And then she came back up, we were kissing or whatever, and then shortly after she like went back down and she started doing that.
oh my God.
And again, it's not terrible, but the principle was like, I didn't give you that permission.
Not you didn't get that consent.
I didn't give you that consent. You didn't listen and respect what I was saying to you. And that bothered me. And I remember telling her after the fact, and she was like, "Wait, what? What happened? What are you talking? What are you talking about? Like, what are you upset about?" And I was like, "I told you not to. I told you I would let you know." And I was going to let her know, and I was going to say, "Yes, you can go ahead."
Yeah.
But I needed to know that. Like I needed to know that she would care enough to listen to what I'm saying
And to respect
and
it.
to respect what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really appreciate when someone can show me that respect, who can listen, who can be aware, be attentive to my needs. There are times where girls are like leaning on my hair
Oh,
if I have my hair
and you
out,
have such beautiful hair.
and they're not aware that they're doing it, so it's pulling on my head. Whereas like when I'm, let's just say on top,
Yeah.
I'm like aware of where my hand placement. I'm not putting my body weight on top of you because I'm not trying to crush you.
Yeah.
So I'm holding myself up so that I don't do that. It's like those things. Or, their knee is like pressing into my thigh. I'm like,
I
can
can't.
okay, just can you move that please?
Yeah.
Or like, my hair. Ouch, ouch, my hair.
I know. Oh my God,
And
babe, my heart.
um
You need to wear a bonnet. No, you don't,
yeah.
actually. No, you don't need
Well,
to
I
wear a
usually
bonnet.
I usually put my hair back because it just gets so sweaty, frizzy,
Yeah.
hair in the face, hair in their face,
Yeah.
and I also wouldn't mind a pillow behind my head.
Hmm.
Yeah,
We should come up with a line for that. Sex behind the head pillows.
sex behind the head pillows,
Yeah.
TM.
Smushed.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah, I kind of want it to be.
Okay,
We don't have to decide right now. We can get legal involved, but
sounds like a
I
plan.
think we should make that business venture happen.
Why not? Why stop here?
Why stop here?
Why stop
Thanks
here?
for sharing that, though, kid.
My pleasure.
Yeah, that's important stuff. But no, I love this conversation, and thank you for having it with me.
I loved it too. And thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. The benefits do not stop here. You can follow me at Ty Dasberg on all platforms.
And me at the Only Quay on all platforms as well.
We will see you next time.
Yeah.